In this edition of City News, we'll tell you why swinging a golf club is making money for Hawthorne schools. Also, first responders obtain fuel-efficient vehicle training, find out why. Plus, we'll show you how a 5-minute training session can make a lifelong difference. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Cindy San Luis. The effects of budget cuts on education have been felt in schools in Hawthorne. For almost a decade, the Hawthorne Education Foundation has been raising money to help with the shortcomings of the state and federal budget. Margaret Sharp has the story.
Some players are playing to win while others are just playing for fun. But all of today's players are playing for a great cause, one that will help bring money into Hawthorne schools.
Repairs for musical instruments at our Fine Arts Academy, some science materials for some of our STEM academies, iPads for some of our classrooms.
Those are just some of the goods that the foundation will be able to help with. Foundation President Jan Vogel wants to give students an incentive to learn.
To try to make it fun to be in classroom and not always take away the fun stuff.
Large and small companies and individuals were donors for the event. Many of the players were educators doing their part to help the dying arts and music programs in public schools.
In my opinion, art, music, those are all severely underrated by humanity in general, let alone our schools. So for us to have a small part in funding some of these very necessary endeavors is a wonderful opportunity.
Players gave it their all despite their own negative outlook on their game.
Lousy. I can't putt.
It could always be better, but we have a good time no matter what happens.
The tournament is all about having fun while raising cash for Hawthorne youth.
If they can do that while they're playing golf and make fools out of people like me out there on the golf course, then it's a bonus for them.
Vogel says with the budget for education shrinking every year, having the foundation has become more important than ever for Hawthorne schools. For HCTV, I'm Margaret Sharp.
This is the 8th year the foundation has had their annual golf tournament. For more information about the Hawthorne Education Foundation, go to www.heffonline.com. The Los Angeles County Fire Department is reaching out to over 80 communities to show them how just a 5-minute instructional session on CPR can help you save a life. Mamdouh Salih explains.
As local shoppers casually walked along the entrance of the Hawthorne Costco on Hindrey, they were met by LA County firefighters who urged everyone to stop by their tables and learn the new basic hands-only cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR.
With this philosophy or this guideline, the notion is to don't worry about anything, just start compressions.
The new method of CPR eliminates the mouth-to-mouth step and instead focuses on the technique of compression. The steps are fairly simple. First, you check the victim's level of responsiveness by shaking them and shouting, followed by...
So if I get no response, the first thing I'm going to do is ask someone to call 911. So I'll call 911.
Then you can start compression.
The best way to do that is we'll use the heel of our hand, and we'll stack our hands, and we'll put them in between the nipple line, and we'll just start doing compressions.
Battalion Chief Ruman says that approximately 80% of cardiac arrest cases happen at home. The purpose of CPR is to buy time until emergency medical services arrive.
The key is time. The shorter time where their heart stops, the better. As soon as we can get on compressions, the likelihood of them surviving goes up.
When someone goes into cardiac arrest, every second counts, and too often people don't know what to do. Today, many community members walked away confident about their hands-on CPR training.
Before, I would probably just stay on the phone, trying to call 911 and not do anything about it. But now, you know, I'm not scared anymore. I can just go ahead and try to help somebody while somebody else calling 911.
A person's survival can depend greatly on him or her receiving immediate CPR. The Sidewalk CPR program is hoping to help people save that family member, friend, or person in need. For HCTV, I'm Mamdouh Saleh.
The program is also sponsored by Emergency Services Medical Agency and the American Heart Association. For more information on CPR, please visit the website below. Please note it's case sensitive, so the complete address must be entered in all capital letters: www.heart.org/heart.org. Green vehicles can pose some unique safety hazards during an accident, which is why first responders are learning their ins and outs. Reporter Amy Davis has more.
The El Camino Fire Academy is now offering training on alternative fuel vehicles to first responders from all over the state.
We're trying to reach as many agencies to try to bring this information so they can actually be aware of some of the things that you're going to encounter in the freeway.
The training is a one-day hands-on class that is geared to educate firefighters and police about the challenges that fuel-efficient vehicles pose during accidents.
And the electric cars are, a little different. They have a lot more energy. They can do a lot more damage in a very short period of time.
Students get to see and identify the different types of fuel-efficient vehicles in the class and get training on how to safely approach each of the cars in an event of an emergency.
If something goes wrong, they want us to help. They want us to make sure everything's okay. And how do we do that? By learning as much as we can.
The types of fuel-efficient vehicles being loaned are electric, hybrid, ethanol, and other alternative fuel vehicles. This makes it easier to show students the main differences between the new and the old technologies.
We've all grown up with the gas-powered vehicles they call internal combustion engines. Now we have different technology. We have different hazards, different dangers.
Melendez says that fuel-efficient vehicles are very safe, but since they are so new, their hazards are more foreign. For example, with an electric car fire, putting water on the vehicle prior to de-energizing the motor can make things much worse.
We can't be afraid of technology, okay? We just need to understand it and work with it.
The class was originally designed for firefighters, but does include police officers, since oftentimes they work side by side.
Sometimes if we respond for the fire department, at least we know what we're dealing with, and then I'll translate this information to the fire department.
The class has been available for 3 months, and it is the first of its kind. For HCTV, I'm Amy Davis.
For more information or to register for the class, please contact Eldon Davidson at 310-973-3158 or email him at edavidson@elcamino.edu. Hawthorne is celebrating its 90th year of cityhood. The event will be held at Hawthorne City Hall from 9 to 3 p.m. on July 21st and is sponsored by the Hawthorne Historical Society. The day will include food vendors, children's games, a classic car show, free concert, exhibits, and the opening of the Hawthorne Historical Museum across the street from City Hall. Hawthorne businesses and nonprofit organizations are invited to participate as vendors and exhibitors during the event. For more information, contact Tom Quintana at 310-349-2906 or visit the Hawthorne Historical website at www.hawthornehistorical.com. Well, coming up next on City News, see how elementary students began their summers in true Buzz Lightyear fashion. Also,
stay tuned to find out how a local business is using their passion to fuel a charitable cause.
Hey, this is Flight Time Lang of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters.
And I'm Big Easy Lofton.
And you're watching HCTV, Channel 22.
Welcome back. Kids at the Richstone Family Center are getting the opportunity to expand their creative horizons through art-making programs. Mamdou Saleh explains.
A collection of different art pieces and paintings line the walls of the Kids Club classroom at the Richstone Center for the Art Showcase. The program was made possible by the Redondo Beach Art Group and Hands On Art, a nonprofit organization dedicated to implementing art education in our schools.
Their talent is just amazing to us. We come here with the challenge of getting them all inspired into the same project at their different levels.
The group provides all the materials and information and guides the students step by step throughout the artistic process. The program aims to expose kids to several influential artists while learning about their history and different forms of art drawings.
The kids put their spin on art, and they get to learn first from an artist, which that's a wonderful opportunity for any child.
One of the exercises was to paint your neighbor or a friend sitting across from you.
I painted my friend Fatima. She's in 3rd grade, and I painted her because she's my best friend.
As for Cecia, She painted this wolf wrapped in his blanket. Cecia says they get to use color pencils, markers, crayons, paintbrushes, oil pastels, and more. She simply enjoys painting with the company of her friends.
I like it because it's fun. You get to use your imagination, and it's just being creative and being colorful.
The showcase concluded the hands-on art program and gave parents and family members the chance to come out and enjoy the art displays of their children. For HCTV, I'm Mamdou Saleh.
You can reach the Kids Club by contacting the Richstone Family Center at 310-970-1921. Well, last year, 260,000 veterans were homeless, according to the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans. One local dealership is hoping they can bring awareness to that issue as well as other challenges veterans currently face. Shantae Passmore has this report.
For riders like veteran Harold Villegas Jr., they say it's hard to describe the feeling they experience when riding their motorcycles.
The sensation and the feeling of having the wind in your ear and you actually having a 360-degree view of your entire surrounding.
And this indescribable feeling has these riders attending Eagle Riders Summer Event, Bike Night.
Bike Night is just to bring our bikers together, and we're also honoring the U.S. Vets charity.
According to event planners at Eagle Rider, Bike Night is an age-old tradition for a lot of motorcycle dealerships. But this event features not only a gathering place for attendees, but also food, music, raffle prizes, and even a slow riding contest. Some say this event isn't about showing their rides off and winning contests. According to them, this charitable cause hits close to home.
Being a veteran myself, nobody wants to see him go off and stuff, but we always wait for their return. And when they come back, that's when they really need the help.
And U.S. vets say female veterans especially need help.
There's a lot of issues surrounding female veterans. A lot of female veterans that are coming out of the service aren't self-identifying as veterans.
Paxton says this means female veterans are struggling once they've returned because they don't know where to go or who to talk to.
We can help them along with getting the resources they need, may it be a VA claim, may it be transitional housing, counseling, rehabilitation, work, whatever they need.
Vets do so much for us, and the fact that thousands of them still end up homeless on the street, that just kind of touched us the most, so we really wanted to reach out to them.
Event planners say they hope this event can provide support for veterans, whether it's helping them get the resources they need or through simple bike therapy. For HCTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
Eagle Rider will be holding the summer series every third Wednesday of the month. To find out more information, call 310-536-6777, or you can visit www.usvetsinc.org to find out more information on the veteran organization. Elementary school students launched their summer with a real bang. Reporter Amy Davis has more.
At York Elementary School, fourth grade students are awarded for their academic achievements with an end-of-the-year homemade rocket launch.
You get rewarded if you pass multiplication tests, so you can launch your rocket.
According to Mark Steffen, the teacher who organized the rocket launch, getting students to pass is not a problem.
Very rarely do we get some kids that don't quite make it.
Mr. Steffen says that since the entire school gets to watch the rocket launch each year, it gives the students incentive early on to do well scholastically.
We really work on to get those basic facts down and those things that they need so they can be successful in the years to come.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
It's fun. It's fun. It's a good way to keep the kids excited at the end of the year, to keep them focused on getting the things they have to get done. And the school likes it.
Participating rocket launchers had 2 chances to see their creations take off.
We'll have the farthest, we'll have second place, and we'll have third place. You get it? If your rocket blows up, oh well.
It took the students about 1 week to build and prepare their rockets for the big launch. And according to some, there's a real art to designing a rocket.
We just put paper and masking tape and just cut out fins.
I did mine's kind of messy and not that wrinkly because he said that the ugliest looking will win and the best looking won't.
It was hard to build, but I thought it was easy, but it was kind of hard.
Sean, whose rocket won first place, had a very humble response to his victory.
Yeah, I was just having a good time. I wasn't going to win. I was just trying to enjoy. I felt happy that I got to build a rocket.
It was so fun when I launched it.
Mr. Steffen said that in order to launch the rockets, he only needs a scuba tank of oxygen and some pipes. He said it's a fairly easy tradition that he intends to continue sharing with students for many years to come. For HCTV, I'm Amy Davis.
A new website offers many tools to help you map your future, whether looking ahead to college, an apprenticeship, the military, or other career options. The California Career Center is a career planning website that is focused on resources for students, but also contains resources for educators, parents, and guardians. Students can use the free site to build a personal account that allows them to save information. Under the middle and high schools link, users can learn how to get the most out of their middle and high school experiences. Through the career options link, users can match their interests and skills with potential careers. The Getting a Job link offers tips on job searching, internships, interviews, and more. For more information, visit the California Career website at www.calcareercenter.org. When we return, see how young children get one step closer to success.
You're watching Hawthorne Community Television, Channel 22, quality programming for the city of Hawthorne.
Over 80 local preschoolers recently celebrated their first graduation. Reporter Amy Davis has more on this milestone.
Graduations are usually a sign that summer has officially begun and vacation is just around the corner, but for preschool students, it's also the beginning of their academic futures.
Daisy Baron.
We want to make sure that these kids are going to graduate from middle school, from high school, from college. So we begin early at age 4 to put them, the graduation is important.
Castle Preschool has graduated over 320 students since their opening in 2008. And Mayor Pro Tem Angie English, whose granddaughter graduated this summer, says this is a major accomplishment for the community of Hawthorne.
It's an exciting time for parents who take this seriously, who want their kids educated at an early age.
Young children, particularly at the preschool age, obtain information such as language more easily than those at the kindergarten age, and the students at Castle are no exception.
Ahora vamos a cantar la canción despedida.
The children performed a song in Spanish, English, Japanese, Korean, and Italian for their ceremony. Students picked up the language easily thanks to their young age and diverse languages spoken by the staff at the school.
They do a wonderful job over there at that school and to prepare them to enter into kindergarten.
The preschool is offered to Hawthorne residents for free, but due to the popularity and space, there is often a waiting list. Students and parents of this year's graduating class say they're very excited to start kindergarten. For HCTV, I'm Amy Davis.
The Hawthorne Kiwanis Club recently hosted their annual Kiwanis Carnival on the parking lot of the Hawthorne Memorial Center. The fair is a fundraiser for the Kiwanis Club, and the money raised goes back into the community. Organizers say it's a way for people to have fun while also serving a good cause.
It goes towards scholarships at the high school, our sponsored programs at the high school, namely the Key Club, and we put some of it into the Little Leagues and the soccer program.
Families and friends of all ages enjoyed the festivities. For more information on the Hawthorne Kiwanis Club, you can visit www.hawthornekiwanis.com. Well, summer is here and there's plenty to do right here in the City of Good Neighbors. Enjoy some fun in the sun through the City of Hawthorne's park programs. Take part in recreational games, team sports, and arts and crafts, all while making new friends at the city's parks. Recreation leaders provide kids with safe and fun park activities. Eucalyptus Park, Holly Glen Park, Jim Thorpe Park, Memorial Park, and Ramona Park are all staffed Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4 p.m. now through August 25th. Wading pools will be open Tuesday through Saturday at 10 a.m. Park programs are a drop-in program only, with participants free to come and go as they please. All children 7 years and younger must be accompanied by an adult. For more information, call 310-349-1640. It's that time of year again for the Lenox community. Reporter Mamdou Saleh takes us to all the sights and sounds of the 17th Annual Lennox Family Festival.
Live music and freshly prepared food, along with a variety of prizes and raffles, were all part of the entertainment on the grass field of Moffett Elementary School. The school cafeteria was transformed into a resource center with over 30 local and county agencies in attendance, providing useful tools to inform as well as unite the community.
The purpose of the resource center is to provide information to residents on county services, social services, everything that we feel that a family should be made aware of.
Kathy Castro from the LA County of Public Works was giving information on services such as garbage disposal, trash hazards, and recycling procedures.
We're just here to give the information for the residents to keep them updated and for them to know that whatever they need, whatever they have questions on, we're always here to answer them.
Other resources included family assistance programs that offered free services to qualifying families, such as teaching pre-kindergarten kids life skills, reading, and writing.
We have a creative curriculum where we teach our kids, how to be more social with each other and just getting them ready for kindergarten.
As a fourth grade teacher at Moffett Elementary School, Mr. Williams was reaching out to the parents of students to encourage their participation.
We are also planning a whole series of community workshops in which we're going to be going out into the community and getting feedback on our public schools and how we can improve educational outcomes.
Attendees walked away with brochures, business cards, and a sense of confidence about what their community has to offer.
I think they're really grateful to get the information, and the feedback I've always received is very positive, that they really appreciate, agency people giving up part of their Saturday to come out, to give them the information.
Kids at the festival explored a police chopper that was on display. They also rode on ponies, received face paint, and some splashed in the dunk tank, all in the spirit of the Lennox Family Festival. HCTV, Mamdou Saleh.
Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future City News stories. Residents take to the pool for fun with water aerobics. Also, locals gather under the stars to enjoy the annual Movie at the Park event. And the much-anticipated Rosecrans project is completed. Well, that does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630. Don't forget you can watch City News online at youtube.com/HCTV22. We'll leave you now with more footage from the Kiwanis Carnival. We'll see you next time.